Hello friends, today I am back with another lecture of moving charges and magnetism, and here we are going to discuss about circular motion of a charged particle in uniform magnetic field. Suppose the direction of magnetic field is into the plane, which is denoted by small x. Now suppose this is a charge, this is our magnetic field, which is in minus z direction. Now this is our charge q of mass m. Then if we provide velocity to this charge in positive x direction, then it will experience an upward force like this. Suppose this is our magnetic field which is into the plane and this is velocity, then it will experience an upward force. At this point it will experience an upward force like this. It will experience an upward force like this. Now here the velocity is in this direction and the direction of magnetic field is into the plane. So at this direction it will experience a force in this direction. Now the direction of magnetic field is the direction of velocity is in this direction and the magnetic field is into the plane, and the direction of force is like this. In this way, at this point, this is the direction of velocity and the direction of magnetic field is into the plane, which is like this. Then it will experience a force in this direction. So in this way, this charge q will trace uniform circular motion, or we can say circular motion. This is charge q shown with velocity v in the magnetic field. This charge has mass m and this is velocity. At this point, it will experience an upward force. Now at this point, it will also experience an force in this direction. And at this point it will also experience a force in this direction. Now the velocity is in this direction and the magnetic field is into the plane, and at this point it will also experience a force in this direction. So we can say that this charge will trace circular motion and this magnetic field. Now we have already learned about uniform circular motion in class 11. This is our particle. The direction of velocity of particle is tangential at this point, and at this point it is tangential, and at this point it is also tangential, and at this point it is also tangential. And the direction of centripetal force is along the radius and towards the center, like this. Direction of velocity is tangential and the centripetal force is acting along the radius and towards the center. So in this case, if we apply this concept in this case, then we can find that here the magnetic force plays the role of centripetal force. So if we equate these two forces, then we get F Q V cross B, and we can see that the direction of velocity is in x direction and the direction of magnetic field is in minus z direction. So the angle between V and B will be 90 degree. So force equals to FQB. Now at this point it will experience an upward force, and at this point it will also experience an upward force, and at this point it will experience force in this direction, and at this point it will experience a force in this direction. In this way, this charge traces circular motion. Now we have learned in class 11 that centripetal force is acting along the radius and towards the center. If we apply class 11 concept in this case, then we can find here that magnetic force is playing the role of centripetal force. So if we equate these two forces, then we will get mv square. This is the formula of centripetal force, and the magnetic force is QVB. If we cancel B and B, then we will get R equals to mv divided by QV. This is the formula of finding the radius. Now we have to find whether the velocity is constant throughout the circular motion. For this, we have to find the work done by magnetic force. Work done by magnetic force equals to F ds cos theta. The displacement is in this direction because the velocity is acting in this direction and the force is in this direction. So the angle between the displacement and the force will be 90 degree. So force will be, so the work done will be 90 degree because cos 90 is 0. So the work done by magnetic force equals to 0 because the angle is 90 and we know that cos 90 equals to 0. This is the work done by magnetic force. F ds cos theta equals to 0. Here theta is 90 degree. We know that work done equals to change in kinetic energy. This expression is known as work energy theorem, which we already learned in class 11. That work done equals to change in kinetic energy. Now here the work done is 0, so the change in kinetic energy will be 0. It means that the particle traces its circular motion with a constant speed. Constant speed. Now centripetal force equals to magnetic force, then R will be mv divided by qv, and we know that mv equals to momentum, which is denoted by p. And we know that momentum equals to under root of 2m ke divided by qb, divided by qb, not b, b, it is b. Time equals to distance by velocity. The distance covered in one revolution equals to 2 pi r, which is circumference, divided by velocity. Velocity is constant. So if we substitute this expression in place of r, then we will get 2 pi mv divided by qb b. Then b and b will be cancelled out, then we are left with 2 pi m divided by qp. Time equals to distance by velocity. The distance covered in one revolution equals to 2 pi r and the velocity is v. Then the time period equals to pi m divided by qp. Now we know that the reciprocal of time period gives us frequency, which is equals to qb divided by 2 pi m. So this is the formula of radius, this is the formula of time period, and this is the formula of frequency.